And we're live.
Woo! Feel free to clap once.
That's right. Our number one audience, number one fan. Tells me what I do wrong every episode. Hello. Welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name is Hayden. With me I have Mitch.
Hello.
And Tom.
I hate you.
And our special guest speaker, Joey Thurman.
Wow.
Formidable actor. He's been in great movies such as Drinking Water.
Oh, was I supposed to plug that? I'm sorry.
That was your moment to plug.
I didn't realize, but thank you.
He was one of our first guest speakers in the early days when we had crappy audio and we were in Mitch's basement.
Yeah, this is
The
a
dark
whole different day out here.
So we've grown. We've got a panel. We've got a live audience. It's growing. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. What's going to happen is we're going to let Joey kind of talk about himself. He's going to, which will take probably about an hour and a half.
Which he enjoys greatly.
And then shortly after, we're going to ask him some questions and give the audience some chances to ask him some questions. And we'll have the opportunity to raffle off these wonderful prizes that we've accumulated over there. We can do that by, if you ask a question, you get a raffle ticket. It's called forced participation. I hope you enjoy. So, yeah, right? There you go. All right, well, let's start. Mr. Joey Thurman, thank you for showing up.
It's my pleasure. Thank you guys for having me back.
What exactly do you do?
I do a lot of things. I'm now a producer and director, but I'm also a full-time actor.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
And that shirt.
Yeah, right. It's just oozing.
That's right. So, what's some films you've been on?
The most recent film that has premiered, we actually just premiered in Europe. It's called Son of the South. It was a Spike Lee movie about the Freedom Riders, which actually yesterday was the anniversary of the Freedom Riders, where a group of folks boarded buses in Washington, D.C., and then basically made a tour through the southeastern United States, and it culminated with a I hate to say a showdown, but that was where the kind of the finale of it was in Montgomery, Alabama. And so I got to work with just some fantastic folks on that film. Lucas Till, who was MacGyver for forever. Also, I got to work with Cedric the Entertainer, Lucy Hale, Jake Abel. It was actually Brian Dennehy's last film, which was a true honor to be able to be a part of that. We won the Best Ensemble Cast from the Cannes Film Festival, and we also won Film of the Year at Cannes as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Going places.
Yeah.
You've done some sort of social kind of period pieces, and you've done some sort of like indie dramas. I saw Giants Being Lonely and some other things. But you've also, when you were up and coming, you've done some background and been on some big time Marvel movies and things in the past. You got any commentary about that?
Yeah, no, because Marvel can pull that footage at any time, and I'm hoping that they're going to. But no, somebody asked me just the other day about working background and things like that, and that was my very first role was a background actor. I had no intention of being an actor at all, and I had the opportunity to be on Remember the Titans a million years ago, but I truly believe that it would benefit the industry as a whole if everybody had to do that role.
Yeah.
For just a little while, just because you learn so much. You learn a lot about what you don't want to do. Mm-hmm. You learn about how what really works well, and I've been able to use that, thankfully. You also learn how to gauge how good a production's going to be based on the food truck that's parked outside when you pull up to set, which is a unique ability. But no, I've done background for probably a year and a half, 18 months, and then just started migrating into supporting roles and now lead roles and major supporting as well.
I agree. I think that if you want to see a weird kind of different side of Americana, you should just be on a film set for one day. It's a wild experience.
Yes.
You want to see money just light on fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into some fun stuff. So, Mitch, did you have that coin?
No.
Okay, well, all right.
Great job.
We're going to play a game called Not Flipping a Coin.
Next question.
It's called Easy Question, Hard Question, or Guest Question. Okay, and remember, guests, if you ask a question, all 7, no, 8, maybe 9. Yeah, there we go. We've got some people walking in. Hey, come on in. Come on in.
They're giving stuff away,
That's
guys.
right.
Now's the time.
Look at that Lego Infinity Gauntlet. Isn't that cool?
Or Captain America's shield.
Yeah. We're not trying to bribe you at all.
No. It doesn't
But
sound
if
like
you guys ask a question, you get a raffle ticket, and then at the end, we'll raffle off our prizes. So,
At the end of the day.
at the end of the day. Okay.
And I don't think
We'll
you
make sure
guys
you
should.
get them if you're signed up.
You shouldn't beat yourself up too bad, guys. I mean, we're recording this at 5:53 in the morning.
So, all right. Let's start off with an easy question. What's the cool tech scene you would describe that you've seen, Mr. Thurman? Like as far as car crashes, explosions, anything on film that you've seen?
The coolest technical scene. Mm-hmm. CGI or non?
Well, I guess what was cool to experience from your side of the camera?
I think one of the coolest things to experience is, and I don't even know what the correct term of it is. I know that there's a technical term of it where they basically 3D image your body. They take an image of you and they can put you anywhere in the movie that they want at any time that they want, which my agent seems to believe is something that needs to be addressed in future contracts.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of legislature being written about that kind of stuff right now. So.
Because basically, used to your contracts and things, they said, about film or radio or whatever, but now that was before even digital. That was before even DVDs and things like that. So now, it just opens up a whole new world. So I would say probably the coolest one that I've been a part of is when Goran came up out of the ice in the Antarctic scene and electrocuted all of us.
Was it Godzilla?
It was,
Godzilla, what, King of the Monsters?
Yeah.
How was it working with Godzilla?
He was a little standoffish.
I thought he would be.
Is he as big as he looks on camera?
It adds a little.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he was a little shorter than I was, but,
It's the hair.
you just shoot him in the foreground and it looks great.
Okay. So why was that cool? Like, did they actually have breakaway platforms or something like that, or
They had nothing.
No, it was
They
just,
had absolutely
it was
nothing.
just like, he's coming out of the ice.
Yeah,
lay down, you're all dead.
exactly. And what was awesome because you're in a studio. The sound stage was massive, and it was completely wrapped in green screen except for what was on the ground.
Right.
And so there was, the fuselage of an Osprey was sitting in there, and then all of these bivouac tents and all this kind of stuff is all set up, and that's your set. But and it's a blizzard at the same time, so they've got all these huge fans going, and they actually even had it cold in the sound stage,
really?
which was awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay, guess question. Would anybody like a raffle ticket? But you have to ask anything about film, what it's like to be an actor, and you get a chance to win one of these very precious items in front of us. So
You build that up so nice.
yeah.
All right.
Anybody?
Can I have a try?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's one of my questions.
Probably be probably Sam Rockwell. But just because I feel like that on that day or on those days on that period of time in that film, I had an opportunity. I try to learn every day anyway, but I had a really, really good opportunity to just observe and be side by side and work with Sam, and he's fantastic. And just to watch his different methods of how he does things, I've been able to employ that several times on different roles that I've done. So, and as far as just being a regular, just this is who I am, everybody's welcome, just a really open guy, probably Sam. Either Sam or Jeffrey Dean Morgan, one of those two, because both of them were almost the same. They were just, there was no big me, little you, or any of that stuff.
Yeah, the Best of Enemies.
The Best of Enemies was with Sam, and that had Taraji Henson and a host of other people that were just huge stars.
You'll know Sam Rockwell from like the Green Mile. He was the crazy guy, the white dude in that one.
Yeah. He was. What was his name?
Billy something. Well, I can't
Crazy
remember
Billy or something. He was the one that killed the mouse. He was the bad guy. Yeah. That was in the Green Mile. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Yep.
The Iron Man 2. You did. I saw another hand go up. Absolutely. Go ahead. Say again.
Oh, the favorite movie to be on.
Yeah.
You know. It's hard to pick one because I think that they're all, and this is going to sound like the generic textbook answer. They're all fun to be a part of. Any day on set, I think, is awesome because you're having the opportunity to create, and you're there with a million other artists who are doing the same thing. Favorite movie to be on? Wow.
Yeah, it's like, which one is your favorite child?
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, that one? Wow, what a great parent.
You know,
because he's bigger.
I will say this: there's a film that is set to come out hopefully later this year. That's called The Marks, and that was definitely one of my favorites. And I think it's just because of the role. I get to play like a kind of a used up, washed up 90s pro wrestler.
Isn't that like your actual
Hey.
Is this a true story?
Let me tell you this, for all seriousness, I was able to pull from such a magnificent bag of knowledge and contribute from other characters and other people that I knew to that character. But it's called The Marks, and that's definitely one of my favorites, just because I had so many friends, and it was a comedy, and it was just fun.
We'll be right back.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favorite podcast app now.
Yeah, because he was in wrestling at some point, right?
Yeah, I was a pro wrestler for WCW for 4 years.
So there's more questions for you wrestling nerds, Mitch.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, one of my questions I was going to ask you is, what was the funniest thing that happened to you while in the ring?
Oh. Probably one night we were on this tour, and the way it works is you would stop and you'll work at a town, and then you shower, and everybody, when you're in indie stuff, everybody piles into one or two vans, and they take you off to the next town. And did we talk about this the last episode?
Yeah, but you know,
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
everything's forgotten.
I was just gonna say that one jumps out the most, because basically what happened was I got food poisoning at the restaurant, and the next day I was in no shape to work, and so
you worked.
I did work, and I ended up having a couple of opportunities where I would have to tell the guy to throw me under the ring so that I could crawl under the ring. And
were you wearing a diaper under your leotard?
I was not. And it wasn't nice when they had to tear down the show afterwards, I'm sure. But where are you going to go, man? You got 6,000 people in an arena, and you're 60 yards from the bathroom. Where
Why
are
is
you
he
going
going
to go?
under the stage?
You got to do what you got to do.
He's looking for a weapon, that's all.
All right, Tom, ask a hard question.
Ooh, a hard question.
Yeah.
If I can see here. All right, I'll go with this one.
You can read.
Does fame and fortune have a toxic factor on people's mental health?
Amber Heard.
Is that to me? Are you asking me? It absolutely can. Absolutely.
Has it on
without a
you?
doubt. Absolutely it has.
Look
where I'm at. No. I'm just kidding.
When you were first on the episode, you were like, "Hey, I'm Joey." Now you're like, "Give me something to drink."
It absolutely can, and I think that's obvious from Unfortunately, I feel like that what happens a lot of times is that everybody wants to keep that artist or that person happy, so they never tell them no. Mm-hmm. And over a period of time, they start believing that everything that they do or think or say is correct. Mm-hmm. And nobody has that. Mm. Nobody that's out here walking on this planet has that. And it goes along with, I think, with everybody, because you know I've read stories of like Elvis Presley, even when he got closer to the end of his life, where he honestly thought that he was a true gift. Yeah. He thought that he was a little better than, and I don't want to say better, but he felt that he was different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's just not true. I think that one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got, and I feel like that's what's good with me starting in wrestling when I was so young, was that I had people around me that told me from the very start, don't ever believe what anybody says or writes about you. Right. When you start believing your own PR, that's when you're headed down the wrong way.
I mean, that's just like social media 101
Everything,
anyways.
Yes, mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, but social media wasn't a thing back then.
That's true. So
it wasn't.
Social media was more social. You actually had to talk to people.
Yes. Yes.
All right, well, that was a good answer.
Thanks. I'll pay you later.
All right. Let's go back to an easy question. What's the longest project you've ever had to work on? It took forever.
Well,
you mean that actually made it to distribution, or
let's just do actual production. Like what was a set that you were on that just took forever? What's that like? Just living that life for so long?
I don't want to say the name of a production because I don't want to
influence. Yeah.
It's not really influence, but there's so many people that are involved with a production that just because one team doesn't hold it together, it could absolutely make others look tragic. Mm-hmm. I was actually on set last week, and there was a guy, we were talking about this, and there was one particular set that I was supposed to be on for 6 days on this movie, mm-hmm. and when I arrived, they were on day 14 of production. Mm-hmm. They were on day 4 of the script of the shoot schedule.
Ooh.
So they were 10 days behind, 14 days in.
Yeah, it's usually a day a page.
Yeah, and you're talking about a tremendous amount of money being spent.
Wow.
But it was a combination of a lot of things.
That's got to do a lot to like morale as far as like your people involved. Like TV really blows my mind. Like Walking Dead or whatever, where they will shoot for 2/3 of the year, or something like that, and that's just their life. And they just seem okay with it, and they're not making as much as these like A-listers that shoot a movie for a month and then they're done for the next 3 years. Right. I just don't understand how people can do that gypsy life, but
Well, it's a matter of, and you and I think know this. It's a matter of having leadership mm-hmm. to not only move things along, but just in general. Right. When I was on Valor, the TV show on the CW, we shot a whole season, and we would shoot an episode a week. Yeah. It was a schedule. That's what we done. That was just the way it was. We shot an episode every week, and we started, 6 weeks, 7 weeks before it actually went to air. Mm-hmm. Right. So, you had that buffer zone of 6 to 7 weeks. That way, if some of your principal cast got sick or something happened, then they could be away, and it wouldn't just kill you trying to get to network. Right. But this particular production, it turned 6 days into it was something like 18 days on set. So my agent loved it because
you made some money.
Yeah, she went up 2/3.
So, and by the way, any guests, any audience members, if you guys have any questions, just stick your hand up at any point, and we'll call you out, and you get a ticket. So, or whatever Mitch's.
You get a ticket.
Whatever Mitch's little process over there is.
I left my ticket book in my car. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So, all right, I'm gonna ask you a hard question. Do you think TV is killing cinema?
Oh no.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
Do you think cinema will always be around?
Well, when I think about cinema, are you talking about going to the theater?
Like film and theater.
No, because there's just absolutely some film that you do not want to see on a small screen.
Okay.
There's just some film that you just absolutely want to be in the middle of that huge room in front of that huge screen and be surrounded by everything, the sound, and you want it to just bury yourself into.
Okay.
Hence the reason I went and saw Batman 3 times in 3 days.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you have an obsession.
Wow.
So, but so you think that will always, like, there's not this like lazier, newer generation of people that just don't want to get out of their house, don't want to get dressed up to go see a movie, you know.
People still get dressed up to go out of their house? Have you been to the grocery store lately?
I don't, but
Have you been to the Walmart in Panama City?
Wow.
This is dressed up.
that's it, huh?
But you're fully clothed. There's the difference.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that TV is going to kill cinema. I don't think that streaming is going to kill cinema. There's a lot of people that think that. I think that what it's actually doing is opening up a tremendous amount more for the consumer. I feel like that. Yeah, I mean, we're consuming more media now than we ever have in our existence as human beings.
Yeah.
But
there's also a ton of human beings, and I think that people are. Well, I'm not trying to impose my opinion too much into the question, but like, there's definitely a lot more consumerism inside the house today than there has ever been outside.
Sure.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot more platforms also.
That is true.
There's a lot more platforms, but one thing that we fail to see here in America is how film is consumed in other parts of the world. Just because a lot of times we're the first ones to get it or the first ones to see it.
That's a really good point.
Like Son of the South just premiered in Europe, and it's already ran its full gauntlet here. It's been available on streaming for, I don't know, over a year now.
Right.
But the fact that it was premiered in Europe and it's currently running in the theaters and people are going to watch it, even though they had access to it streaming.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and some people, like, they're going to put Avatar again in theaters. Again. That's like the fifth time. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think...
when the new one comes out, they're supposed to put it.
I think... Because it got beat out by Endgame, right? Again.
I think
and then
so.
they're going to try and beat it back.
So is that what they're going to do now? It's just like, my movie made the most money. It's like, I'm going to put mine back in theaters, even though it came out 20 years ago.
Yeah. Whatever. You're both the best. You both get the most money award. Congratulations. So, okay. Anybody got a question? Yeah, go ahead.
That I turned down and regretted later.
Yeah. The question was, have you ever been offered a gig that you turned down?
Yes, I've been offered several that I've turned down
And then regret it?
No.
Okay. So how much do you think about?
There's been several that I have turned down and later knew without a doubt that I had made the right decision. That's for sure. But there's also been, on the other side of that, there's been several that I have auditioned for, and then when I watch it on screen, I think to myself, really? That's what you went with?
Yeah.
Really? And in fact, the last time that happened, it was a TV miniseries, and I actually pulled up my audition.
Yeah.
And because my wife had no idea that we were watching it, that it's something that I had auditioned for, and we watched it. And when it got to the point of that scene, I just paused it, and I said, I want you to watch something real quick, and then let's watch what happens on screen. So I showed her the audition, and then I hit play, and she was like, who thought that was a better way to go than what was? And I was like, it happens. So I used to keep the sides that I auditioned for.
Yeah.
Once it got to the state like this high, I mean, realistically, sometimes 8, 12 a week. And
What are you talking about?
auditions. I may do 8 or 12 auditions a week.
Wow.
And then some weeks I may go 2 weeks and not have anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, out of those 12, you may go 35, 40 and never even get
A gig. Yeah.
well, not even a callback.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. But and this is something that a lot of people don't realize. The casting director and the director, and we know this, I want you to win. I'm looking for my guy. If I'm looking to direct something, or if I want whoever pops up on screen or whoever comes in the audition room, that's who I want. I want them to get it. And it just sometimes it just doesn't fit. And that's where I'm at as an actor, is that if I don't fit, I don't want the job, because I don't want anybody to see me try to do something that I can't pull off. If it's not believable, I don't want to do it.
If you're bad for the film, it's bad for everybody.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Go ahead. Have you ever accepted a gig and then realized you shouldn't have done that? I think everybody has.
I think everybody has done that. I've took movies as a favor to some people, and then watched the people that I was doing the favor for abandon the project.
Yeah.
And then
in the middle of the project.
In the middle of the project, and you're standing there like, okay, you brought me.
Yeah.
And then you bailed.
Yeah, that's bad.
It is bad. It is bad. So you keep a couple of different lists in your world. You keep a list of those that you know that you can stick with, and it's going to stick with you, and you can trust. And you keep another list of those that you will never come close to sticking with again. That's just,
Wow.
Is this one of those moments?
I think we're all learning together.
What's the feedback?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm going to ask you a hard question. Okay.
About 10 minutes left before we got to start wrapping up.
Okay.
What are you grilling them for?
Wow.
Yeah, because the hard questions are fun. What's more important, money or art?
Money. Art don't pay the bills.
That's why Tom's so rich. Look at all of his rich clothes.
Yeah,
and hair.
Shut up.
I think that to start with, we have to have money to survive. We have to have that, and when we come to a point that we realize that what we provide is worth something. I'm going to answer the question, though. What's more important? Well,
this is like film school 101 kind of
making,
question.
and this is going to sound so textbook and so artsy that it's ridiculous, but making something that you're proud of, to me, is the first thing.
Right.
Because I've got to say it like this, because there's been times when it's really easy to let the money part of it get in front. It really, really is.
Yep.
It really, really is. But at the end of the day, the truth of it is, and I've used this analogy before. I may have used it the last time I was on with you guys. I don't know. But if you come to a theater and you buy a ticket for $12, $15, whatever it is, and you go in there and you sit down and you watch 90 minutes, and you came because I was in that film. If we're outside and I'd stick a gun in your back and tell you, give me your $12, you're probably going to get 12 more bucks at some point in your life.
Right.
But if I take that 90 minutes away from you, there's no way you're ever going to get that back.
Right.
So creating the art first is the most important thing, because I feel like that a lot of times what we fail to realize as actors or filmmakers or producers, whatever we are, that we're actually taking a portion of someone's life.
Right.
If you trust me with 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 90 minutes, I owe it to you to deliver everything that I possibly could for that 90 minutes, because you can't get that back. And that's a gift that you're giving to me. So if I spend 3 months, 2 months, a year developing a role, building something, I've got to do my best, because the people that are going to consume that are literally giving me a piece of their life.
That was a much better answer than Tom's.
So that's and that truly is the answer.
Yeah.
But it really is very easy to get the other in front. It really is.
Yeah, that's well said. We got time for one more. Yeah, go ahead. So being behind the camera? Oh, okay. So being a part of a production for a movie, how does that change your view on movies that you see every day? Okay.
The answer to that is it makes you appreciate every person on set. Because a good set, there's no one that's more important than anybody else. The guy that's sweeping up after everybody's gone, we couldn't be there and do what we do if it wasn't for the guy that's going to come and clean the place up and get it ready for the next team to come in. So it really, the first couple of times that you're on a big production, Godzilla or Endgame or something like that, it's a little bit overwhelming because there's so many people doing so many different things, and they're doing them perfectly most of the time. Most of the time, they truly are. Mm-hmm. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't be at that level. So it's a little bit like, wow, this is really happening. But on the other side, when you're watching it, you're like, I can appreciate the fact that one establishing shot took 7 hours.
Yeah.
You know, that 11 second shot took 7 hours to create. It really ups your level of appreciation tremendously.
Yeah, what he's saying is, like, in some sets there will be a drag where you'll just get a guy walking through a door on camera, but it takes him half the day to do that, you know, and you're like, why are we wasting all this time for something so mundane? But then when you see it in the final product, you know, it all makes sense, kind of thing. So
yeah, and not only that, but it may have been, I mean, it was literally probably years in the planning. You know, you go into a soundstage and there's nothing there. It's just an acre of building. That's all that's there. Mm-hmm. And somebody has to design it. Somebody has to draw it. Somebody has to approve it. Somebody has to go in there and actually cut it and build it and put it together. And then, okay, we've got that shot. We got what we wanted. Okay, tear it all down, throw it away. It's all done. And it goes away just that quick. It's amazing sometimes.
That was a good question. Give him
question.
2 points for that.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Okay, I think we're about to wrap it up. Let's go ahead and let Joey have the floor. You can talk about yourself, what's coming out, some things that you can plug for our expansive audience and for the listeners on the internet.
First off, I want to congratulate you guys because you told me that when was I on with you guys last? It's
like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and you guys are over 10 times the followers and listeners that you had there.
Yeah.
And so that's tremendous, guys.
Hey,
you mean 10 times 0?
We're 8 times a live audience. That's for sure.
That's fantastic. I mean, it really, really is, especially in a market that is. It's saturated, man. There's a ton of podcasts. So thank you guys for letting me come back and be with you. Thank you guys for coming out and sitting and watching and listening to the talking heads.
If you go back and listen to the episode that he guest starred on in our very, very early days, he's still like our top listened episode, I think. I kid you not.
Was that episode 6?
Yeah. But he's a really funny. He's a comedian. He does some traveling comedian troupe things and stuff like that. So he's got that natural funny going for him, which I definitely don't have. So
I appreciate that.
Thanks for sprucing it up.
Yep, absolutely.
Any projects coming out that you want to talk about, or any other plugs?
Yeah, I got 3 feature films that come out later this year. One is The Marks that I was talking about earlier. One is called The Skeleton's Compass, which is a fantastic family film. It was shot between the Duluth area and Dahlonega.
Okay.
Which is
Dahlonaga's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really, really great story. It's kind of a Jumanji, Goonies kind of feel.
Yeah.
That's coming out. Scott Free is a film with Columbus Short and Felicia Pearson from The Wire.
Okay.
That's set to come out. I think it just done a run at the Malibu Film Festival, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got those 3, and there's probably something that I'm forgetting, but
on any streaming service that probably Amazon or something like that, right?
Yes. Oh, no. Those are going. Those are supposed to be going theater.
Oh yeah.
Those are supposed to be theatrical.
Congratulations.
Releases. Yeah. Thank you.
Fancy schmancy.
Thank you.
Well,
now I have 5 questions that I was going to ask the audience. If you can answer them, you get another free raffle.
Okay. Let's do it.
Nice.
Trivia.
Yes, trivia.
Trivia for the audience.
Number 1. In what comic issue was Batman's first appearance?
Go ahead, guy. The first one? Is that what you said? Take a point away from him.
Where's the Declaration of Independence signed? At the bottom.
I got to defend this guy because Mitch's question was, what was the first episode, or what was the first edition that he appeared in? Well, it was the first one. There you
The
go.
first one he's in.
Double the points.
When was America founded? On Independence Day.
On Detective Comics number 27. Number 2. Superman's first appearance came in Action Comics number 1 in what year?
Oh, we almost got a hand there.
The head scratch
Take a
of
guess.
mine.
Yeah, it's not like you only get one shot. You should listen to our trivia. We just scream at each other until we get it. Mm-hmm. Come on. Give him a decade. 30s?
We'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'll go.
So we got to get the
1938.
Jeopardy song playing at some point.
Awesome. You know, I should really know that.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, you're killing me. I should really know that because I own all of the Superman radio shows.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I should know that.
Number 3. Who was part of the first team of X-Men? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Beast. Cyclops. No Wolverine. I mean, how about you just give him a point for each one that get right? What school are you going to? Are you going to the gifted school? The gifted for extraordinary children? Yeah.
Xavier School.
Yeah.
Must
That's
not
awesome.
be because he only got 2.
There's 4 more that are part of the team. Nope. Right. That's one.
Is Jean Grey in there?
That's Jean Grey, Marvel Girl.
Oh, what? That's a thing. I'm not a huge comic book nerd. If you got it, shout it out. You guys can start fighting each other and stuff. We condone it.
Draw a circle in the dirt.
Yeah.
We got chairs.
What you got? What? I can't hear you, man. Rogue?
Nope.
Yeah, God.
All of these have been in the movies, too. So. He's one. And there's 2 more. One's going to supposedly appear in Doctor Strange. That's one.
There you go, Professor X. What's with the sidebarring? Just yell it out. Do you want these prizes or not? I'll take them home, I swear.
There's one more left. Oh,
Colossus?
no. He was the second team.
I can close this now.
Wow.
Well, yeah, he's one of them.
All right.
The last one was Iceman.
Iceman. Come on.
We'll give y'all both a spot in just a moment. Let's see.
Before he left and went to Top Gun school.
Number 4, Doctor Strange's first appearance was in what comic series?
Doctor Strange.
The Strange Tales.
I was going to
Okay.
say the answer is in the question.
And then number 5, in what unofficial comic series was the first appearance of the Ninja Turtles? It wasn't in Ninja Turtles. It was another comic that they first cameoed.
Really?
They didn't have like a part, but they were advertised. And this was considered their first cameo in a comic.
Huh. I didn't know that.
It was in, I want to say it was like 1979 or something like that. They had this.
Was it Marvel?
No, it's I guess at the time it was Image, maybe.
The hell's Image?
It's another company.
Okay. All right.
Nobody? The gobbledygook.
I don't think anybody was going to get that one.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
Well, clearly you beat up on our audience with these questions.
Well, I was trying to make them.
It's nice to see other people get grilled
Next
like you
year,
grilled
Mitch,
me and him.
less stick and more carrot, okay? So,
Let's try to keep it a little more pedestrian.
all right. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming
They
out.
did great.
Yes, thank you.
We really appreciate the interaction. You guys hanging out with us, and thanks so much for Joey.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you guys so much for having me on. And
We'll be around if you guys want to come by and hang out. And,
I guess the check cleared, so that's why I'm here.
and if you want raffle tickets after this point, you got to pay us
You
money.
just said art was more important than money.
Hey.
More important. Not
We're
the
still
only thing
recording,
important.
Joey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, art. By all means, art.
I can't
yes.
pay my bills with art.
All right, well, that's it for us for, stop with the headphones, Mitch. That's it for us for this special. Goodbye from Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Mitch.
Bye.
Me, Hayden, and Joey.
See ya.
Goodbye.
I was just waiting for the big cane to come out.
try and keep it